Thanks for joining us at Tiger TV. We're joined today by Marcus Spears. He stopped by the studio. And, we're going to talk a little bit of LSU football and some fun things. So let's just get started, why don't we? One of the hot topics this week was Jayden Daniels' health.
Yeah.
He's playing tomorrow. If you were Brian Kelly, are you playing him? I know that was a debate we've had in the newsroom.
It's always scary when you start dealing with potential head injuries. By the way, it should have been a roughing the passer call, but we won't get into that. I was very bothered by that.
Yeah.
I think protocols, man, right? Like you go through the week and you try to figure out how is he feeling, one. What kind of signs do you have to feel comfortable enough to put him out there? But it's always a tedious thing. Concussions are different. Potential head trauma is different. People respond and react to it in a different way. But I think Jayden is old enough now to understand his body, the working relationship that you have with the training staff as well. And those decisions, I'm sure, are being made layered, not just one in total sum. So if he's back, I'm okay with it because I'm trusting that the proper procedures were taking place.
Okay. And on the field on Saturday, do you think there's anything important that the team needs to do to
We
make
need
sure
to
that he is
rush
healthy?
the pass. Oh, you mean
Yeah.
for Jayden?
No, we'll get there in a second.
No, I think the way he's playing right now is as well as anybody in college football. I don't think he'll be limited if he's out there. He's a really good passer. We know he's elite with his legs as well. So I think he brings the full gambit. LSU is at their best when he is. So I think by him being out there and is a sign that he's healthy, one, hopefully, and then two, he can be full Jayden.
Okay, now we can go back to what you were saying about rushing the passer. What do you think that LSU defense in specific needs to do? Because they've had some bad outings recently. And
yeah, it's been a struggle, man. I hate for this to take a devastating turn like this. Listen, here's the thing, right? So football is completely different now than when I played. So I hate the comparisons of these LSU defenses were so great. I remember in 2019 us having conversations about why is the defense giving up so many points early in the season. I think right now, though, what you see with LSU is we always have that one guy, and I think Harold Perkins is that guy. But I would love to see him utilized more going forward on the end of the line of scrimmage to create some of that pressure. I'm so not used to our defensive lines dominating games, and that just hadn't been the case for whatever reason. So I think if they can get to that, will be a better defense, because everybody blames the back end, right? Everybody blames the DBs and the safeties, but trust me, critical pass rush helps those guys look a lot better, and their coverage helps us look better. So I think the defensive line needs to take the onus on themselves to kind of create some havoc, negative plays, sacks, sack fumbles, like we were doing when I was here.
Is there any player in specific that you're looking to see that from? Harold Perkins, a lot of focus.
Yeah.
Lost Mekhi Wingo a couple weeks ago.
It was supposed. Well, Wingo was the especially in the interior. He was the generator of that. But Mason, obviously, look, came into the year with a lot of hype. I'm always lean. That's why I cover the NFL now, because I can talk about them. They pros. They making money. But I wanted to see more out of Mason this year. I wanted him to have more impact on games. And with games left, you can start to trend in that direction. And hopefully Saturday can be a start for him.
And one of the positives of LSU this season has been that offense. What has been fun about watching them for you?
Yeah, look, the receiver and the quarterback connection, number one, right? Malik and those guys on the outside. But you think about Mason Taylor as well. But Jayden has been the engine. Right, he's been legs, arm, and when he got hurt against Alabama, you knew that. Look, I like Nuss. I think he can spin it, right? But he's not where Jayden is, and it's a reason why LSU offense was like that in 2019, and it's a reason why they were number one in the league. Your quarterback was playing at a very, very high level. That's how you get to that point. Talent is never a problem here. It's always talent. It's just a matter of putting that together and having the quarterback position where it needs to be. So it's been fun to watch those guys. It's been surprising, too. This is not Brian Kelly's MO to throw the ball all over the yard. That's never been who he is. But I think he recognized that he had some special talents on the edges and then the quarterback, and he decided to do it.
Yeah, I think it was very clear last week that the team just really was not ready to ride that Nuss bus just yet.
Not yet.
Maybe he's got one more year here. And one of the other things that's happened in this game on Saturday, they're recognizing that 2003 national championship team that obviously you were on. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? What that team meant to you, and maybe a memory?
First makes me feel old, man. 20 years, dude. Listen, I think it was Saban's first national championship here. I think it was I think it was when LSU became what we see this school as now. When I signed in 2001, LSU was not recognized. We had really good players, but not recognized as one of those consistently good programs year in and year out. And I think that 2001 class and guys that were here before us and even that signed after us had a lot to do with that. You know, I tell people all the time, like Kyle Williams and and Glenn Dorsey were our backups. Think about that. Tyson Jackson was a backup. These guys, top 5, long NFL careers. So I think it was we were kind of oblivious to the type of talent we had. We just played football because there were no expectations. And I think that was a freeing part for us. But to be able to see these guys today come back, we've lost some teammates, so to honor them and recognize them. But just to be together, man, like it'll bring you back to dorms, dorm room times, and ECA. We used to connect all of these Xboxes to play Halo. I'm sure we'll talk about that. Yeah, we that old. We was like first Halo jump off was us playing. So I think, man, it's gonna be good to see them. A lot of us have went on to do great things in different areas. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to see them.
Okay, we were talking about this question before we walked up here. Actually, we were talking about that pick 6 you had in the Sugar Bowl against Oklahoma. Yeah. It was only 20 yards. Hypothetical. You need to go 90 yards. Nobody's catching you. Grass is clear right in front of you. The only thing stopping you is 5-year-olds. How many 5-year-olds does it take to get you on the ground?
500.
500?
When I need to score a touchdown. Because the first 100 they mom's going to file a lawsuit against me. Nah, man, I mean, look, if they 5-year-olds like I was, who was big and heavy, it'll take about 6 of them. So, yeah, it would take more than they probably think. I had to get in there. For sure.
Okay. And, I'm only about 5'7", maybe like 170. You're a lot bigger of a guy. You're going to the NFL. I'm not going to the NFL.
Say.
Yeah. But we have one thing in common.
Okay. What you got?
Let's talk about them boys real quick. I know obviously Sunday was a little disappointment.
Yeah.
But
we okay.
It showed great potential.
Yeah.
Dak turning it around. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
I love the way he performed. I think Dak is one of the most highly scrutinized because he plays quarterback for the Cowboys. Yeah. It comes with the territory. This team is just, even when I was involved, we can't quite. Always pretty solid. Never going to have a terrible season. But I would love for them to turn the corner while I'm in television so I can go on First Take and rip the set apart with Stephen A. So I need them to do that for that sole reason. And then, too, for LSU and the Cowboys to get one in the same decade would be beautiful. LSU has taken care of their business a number of times. We need them to come on with it.
No, I can only imagine y'all were smoking cigars after LSU won.
Yes. I still have the cigar. It's not a lot of it left, but I still have it.
I think that's all the questions I got for you.
All right, man. All right. It was awesome.
Hey,
were you nervous?
A little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's all good, man. Let your hair down, brother.
But thank you for joining us. To stay up to date for all of all LSU sports, check out our website at tigertv.tv and follow our socials at LSU Tiger TV. I'm Nick Lopez. That's Marcus Spears.